Well, hey, everybody. Oh, welcome back to the channel. Listen, we got to talk about the WNBA. It's just all there is to it because there's something that everybody's missed, right? And I've seen a lot of controversy about all this that we're fixing to show. But there's something that everybody missed, and we're going to talk about it today. This is a basketball court, right? Plain and simple, it's a basketball court. But let's get into it. If you're new with us, welcome to the channel. My name is Steve. I'm a huge sports fan. Matter of fact, my favorite season is coming up. That's why I wanted to get to WNBA now. And I do want to apologize to all our subscribers. I have not been on in a while. We've had a lot of things going on here, health issues and what have you. So I do apologize for not being on, but we are getting back now. We'll have 2 shows a week. I'll bring them in as we go starting next week, okay? So, Dejanay Carrington, Sophie Cunningham, the incident, right, that sparked all the controversy. This is not Dejanay's first incident at all, right? She's had several that should have been called, would have been called, and what have you. But we'll talk about that here in a minute. Let's look at it and see what happened here. We had a break here, right? Let's go.
Carrington. Here's Cunningham up ahead of the field, lays it in,
right
plus
there.
the foul,
now.
And then Cunningham gets into the face of Dejanay Carrington right away in the aftermath. And Cunningham has to be separated as both teams will head to their benches.
You'll see a Dejanay Carrington and Sophie.
Now, Sophie's bleeding.
Cunningham comes down, gets her right.
Now, watch this. Watch the play in slow-mo, right? Cunningham's got the ball. She was going for the layup. Carrington turns. See how she's turned here? She's not going for the ball. Watch this.
Across the face, coming.
Now, look at her. She's looking directly at Sophie. The ball is out here toward me right now, right? That's where she should be going to block that ball.
Down, trying to prevent.
Boom. She went straight for Sophie. She had no intention of going for that ball at all.
The layup, but that is
and
just
smokes
a
her.
hard hit. That's definitely.
Absolutely smokes her right in the mouth. That's as flagrant as you can get of a foul, right?
Only going to be upgraded, I think, to a flagrant too, Ryan.
I think that is going to be a flagrant too. There is wind up, there is follow through.
Yeah, that was without a doubt a flagrant too. Now, here's the thing, and here's what's been missed in all this. This all comes down to the commissioner's office, and that's just facts, right? The first thing that needs to come out of the commissioner's office in all this is to address this stuff right here. Because Carrington had no intention of going for that ball. She was looking at Sophie the entire time. She was looking at Cunningham the entire time. Had no intention of blocking that ball. She was going for her head. And that's plain and simple to see. Now, first thing is the commissioner needs to put out a statement to every team in this league that this kind of stuff will not be tolerated. This is not a MMA cage. This is not a wrestling ring. This is a basketball court. And any inference otherwise and this kind of stuff will be intolerable completely. Now, the first thing that should have been done in this incident right here, and really with Dejanay's record, should have been done a long time ago with her and several others who are flagrantly fouling opponents just because they can. First thing, let's just look at it from this incident right here, right? The first thing that should have come out of the commissioner's office is, okay, that was upgraded to a flagrant 2. We can see that you were nowhere near going for that ball. That's a 5-game suspension and a $5,000 fine per game. Period. End of story. Now, I would say the suspension and the fine would depend on the outcome of the play. Because things can happen, right? You go up for a block, you get the ball, but you accidentally hit another player's arm, or when you're going up for it, or, your hand comes down and hits him on top of the head accidentally. That kind of stuff can happen. We all know that, right? It is what it is. But this was not that. Okay, so that should have been instant. $5,000 fine per game, 5-game suspension on Carrington. I would say no less than a three-game suspension and a $5,000 fine for each game for any flagrant foul. Anything that's flagrant like this, right? But that should have been a 5-game easily, because she had absolutely no intention of going for that ball. She was in no way going for that ball at all. Now, that being said, right? That goes to any side. Now, she did something else, though. And I know y'all have seen this. I know everybody's been talking about it. She gets ejected from the game. Flagrant 2. She runs back to the locker room, picks up her phone, and plays the Big R card. A card that I absolutely hate. Right? That's another address from the commissioner's office that needs to be made. And by the way, WNBA, if you need a real commissioner, hit your boy up. I got you. That's another address that needs to be made. Anytime that card is brought out, that's an instant 5-game suspension. So she should have been off the court for 10 games. Just that fast. And another $5,000 per game, by the way. Just for playing that card. Because that card has no place in this league. You can see there's black players on that court. There's white players on that court. You know what I mean? That has no place anywhere in sports, that card. No place at all. So, that should have been done. Now, it also needs to be put in that memo. The social movements, right? Like the coach that wore the, trans kids belong or whatever it was. And I have no problem with trans, what have you. Be who you are. That's what I always say, right? Be exactly who you are and be happy about it. But do men belong in women's sports or women belong in men's sports? No. Sorry, no. And anything otherwise, that is not going to be tolerated either. So anything like that is intolerable. For the coaches that did that, the coach that did that, I should say, 3-game suspension, $5,000 per game. I'm just saying, you hit them where it hurts, you start to change things for the better, right? This lady's sitting right back here. Right there. Caitlin Clark. couple of years ago, when she came into the league, she changed the league completely. You see all these seats full up here? That's because of her. And that's just proven fact. Right? They are getting paid more. They are filling seats. They're selling merchandise because of that lady right there. Okay? Now, I'm not saying she should be protected and more than any other player. She's a player. And that's what she wants to do is play. But she changed the league without trying to. She changed everything about the league without trying to. And if she goes, if she decides she's had enough of the foolishness in this league, and she goes, these players right here, Sophie Cunningham, all them, there's a lot of players that would go with her. Because where she goes, the money's going to go. That league fails within 5 years. So, you need to put an end to all this foolishness that's going on in that league, Kathy. The commissioner has got to change this. Nobody else can do it. The commissioner has got to get hard and tell them exactly how this game is going to be played. And that's an uncomfortable truth for a lot of y'all. I'm not saying a lot of y'all, but a lot of people. That's going to be a very uncomfortable truth, but it's facts. It has to come from the commissioner's office, and it has to change now. And if they don't do it, this league's going to fail. And there ain't nothing Clark or anybody else can do about it, except for the commissioner. Get on the stick and get it done before the league fails. I enjoy watching WNBA. I think it's a very good league with some extremely good players. And that's another thing. And that's the bottom line and the last thing I'll talk about here. With all this going on with players like her, dirty players like her, and that's dirty player, right? Let's not beat around the bush about this. Dejanay Carrington is a dirty player. She's not a star because she's a great hooper. She's a dirty, dirty player. She's had many, many calls where she should have been out of the league already. Factually. Right? But you got to hit them where it hurts in order to change things. And if the commissioner is not willing to do that, then she needs to be fired. So, that's where we stand on that. Now, we've got college football coming up. We've got pro football coming up. Congratulations to Spain on their huge win in the World Cup. That was a great tournament to watch. That was a lot of fun to watch. A lot of people enjoyed that. So big congratulations to Spain. We got a lot of sports stuff coming up. I'll be back next week, and we'll get it kicked up, all right? Y'all have a great day, everybody. We are out.